about to do a gear swap on my 9-inch. So, reason I'm doing this gear swap is because I've been running a 430 rear gear in this rear end. I actually bought this rear end out of a donor car probably like 5 years ago, and I've been running it like that. I ran it like that on motor for years, and it was very good for like motor. Even on nitrous, it did pretty good. It didn't really have any issues until like the end when we was really trying to lean on it with the nitrous. But for the most part, it did everything I wanted to do. But whenever I switched over to turbo and I'm trying to make more power, I can't get the car to go down the track. The car is so unpredictable when you go to the track. You don't know if it's going to hook or if it's going to spin. So today, I hope I can eliminate those problems. So what I picked up was, went on Quick Performance and ordered me a new third member. This is actually the gear set that came out of my third member. The reason I got this gear set out of the third member is because when I ordered my third member from Quick Performance, I told them it was 35 spline, but it's actually 33 spline. And I didn't realize it until after I ordered it. And I tried to reach back out to them that same night. And by the time I reached out to them, about 30 minutes later, I got the dang on tracking updates from UPS. And they told me that they have received the label. And I said, dang, it was too late. So what I ended up having to do was I ordered some new races and bearings. And basically it's a conversion kit. So this is the eraser that came with my new third member from Quick Performance. And this is the adapter that I had to use. So if you can see, the inner diameter is actually smaller on this one to run my original bearing set that came out of my third member in that car. So this is another look of the spool. Again, this is the original spool that came out of the car. It's 33 spline. This is a 350 rear gear. The gear that came out of the car was a 430, so it was way too steep. Starting line ratio was like 11.6. This 350 gear here should bring my starting line ratio to about 8.3, somewhere in that area. So it will be a whole lot easier to control the rear end at the starting line than it was before. So now, only thing I got to do now is just apply more power off the starting line versus before. I couldn't even leave off any boost. I couldn't leave on more than 4 pounds of boost off the starting line, at least to the 60, because the rear end was just all crazy. I'm gonna insert a clip here so y'all can see. I was doing research online and I was trying to figure out how can I torque these bolts to this spool without messing up the actual bearings. And I found this trick right here. So the guys online basically said you take your axles completely out the car and you bolt them to an old rim. And then you got all the leverage you need. If you need someone to stand on the edges of the wheel, you can, and then you just torque your bolts. I torqued all these bolts to like 75 foot-pounds. Also added some red Loctite. That way I can ensure that they don't back out. Also put me like some marks on here so I can make sure the bolts ain't turning, which I ain't gonna better see it anyway because it's gonna be inside the rear end. This right here is my new third member. This is the one I'm gonna actually be putting in the car today. This thing right here is a nice unit. Shoot, what more do I say? Only reason I ordered this third member was because I couldn't find nobody to swap the gear set, the ring and the pinion. So I thought it was easier just to buy the whole assembly already put together. After I got my old one torn apart, look what I discovered. So I was cleaning the axle housing on my rear end, and I happened to look down at the bottom of the rear end, and I found this chunk of metal, and I was like, where did that come from? It came from right here. It was just chilling right down here at the bottom of the axle, just like this. And I have been driving the car like this. I don't know when it broke. I'm assuming it happened recently. I'm assuming, but I really don't know. If this thing would have got lodged between the ring and the pinion, it would have tore this housing up. And it would have tore my axle. Luckily, that did not happen. Luckily, I got a new one. And like I said, I just really bought this one for convenience. But what I did here was, to make sure that everything goes back the same way I took it out, is I just backed this adjuster off 3 turns. I backed this adjuster off 1 turn. And the reason I got this magnet on the side is to hold this adjuster in place. Because once you take these main caps off, these adjusters will fall out. So just in case this one decides to fall out, I know that this side here is still in this original spot, and then I can just thread this one back in at the end once I get the spool put back in it. I'm gonna go ahead on and put this spool inside this third member and try to set this backlash. third member. So, bring the phone up some so y'all can see. All right, so the Backlash shouldn't be no more than, what is this? I think 10 thousandths. So I'm gonna rock it back. Oh, it ain't touching. Let me move it closer. Hold on. All right, so this is about the closest I'm gonna get it. I've been sitting here messing with it, trying to adjust it a little bit. I got it right at, I guess you would say 10 thousandths. It's right on it. It's right on it. So it says it's supposed to be between 8 and 10 thousandths of an inch. So hopefully it holds up. Hopefully it holds up. All right, so I just checked my Backlash and I just checked my run out. My run out is about 25%, so it's right where it's supposed to be. Well, at least according to ChatGPT, so let's see if I can get a better angle. This is the run out. I think it's good to go, I think. I'm no professional, but I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's right where it needs to be. Right now, I just snug the bolts up all the way around. I didn't tighten them yet. I'm gonna let this RTV sit up for about an hour. Then I'm gonna come back out here and I'm gonna go ahead and snug all the bolts up, put the torque arm in, throw the axles back in, brakes. I mean, that's pretty much it. Throw the wheels on and probably let it sit for about an additional 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. Then I'll go ahead on and I got a transmission fluid leak because I don't have the drive shaft in here. So I'm gonna have to top the drive shaft off.
What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna take it down the street. I'm gonna data log it, make sure everything looking okay, because I'm trying to go to Nahana tomorrow. I haven't been to Nahana in like 4 years, so that's the ultimate goal. All right, while I wait for the RTV to dry, figured I'd show y'all these. So these are some Mickey Thompson's Pro Bracket radials. I am going back to a radial. I never really liked the slicks, but whenever I had got the slicks a couple years ago, it was during the time where we had like a prep shortage where they couldn't get like prep for the tracks. So I ran the slicks. Probably ran the slicks on my car for the last 3 years. And yeah, I never really liked the slicks, but I worked with what I had. Shout out to Kevin, man. He hooked me up. He sponsored these tires. Man, these are here. They should last me a little while. They still got good tread life. I can see the wear bars still. Hopefully the car be a little bit faster than 60 foot and the ET. I mean, I know these radials are usually faster than slick, so this is it. They look good. I'm gonna clean them up, of course. I like also how they're not ballooned out on the edges, because like those slicks are ballooned out because the sidewall will be so like soft. These are here a little bit stiffer. Heck yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm gonna do a shameless plug real quick. I want to plug my buddy Kurt, his phone number on the screen. He does auto body work. He does mechanical work, small mechanical work. I mean, you just reach out to him. He's a jack of all trades. I mean, he does real good body work. He actually painted this car for me a few years ago. Probably, maybe going on 6 years. And I mean, the car, it still looks good. Only reason he repainted the front bumper for me was because whenever we was doing a turbo kit, I set the bumper out on the ground, and then the wind caught it and it scratched the crap out of it. But as you see, it looked flawless. It looks flawless. Like, this bumper is flawless. He even filled in what a Chevrolet emblem used to be right here. He filled that in for me so it's smooth. Also painted my new wing that I got on the trunk. It's an aftermarket wing. I thought it was an OEM one. It don't fit the greatest, but it is what it is. It's better than that flat one, so. Yeah, but anyway, if y'all need any auto body work, y'all local to like Falcon, Godwin area, or anywhere between like Fayetteville and Raleigh, y'all give him a shout, man. He'll get you right. Got it all in one piece. Got the axles put back in, tires mounted. It looks so much better with those radials on it. Like, it gives it that perfect small tire look. I didn't like the way those slicks fit because they were so big and bulky and wide. Show you all what we look like. But this is my setup here. For the people that want to know what it look like on the bottom of the car, don't judge my fuel lines. Don't judge. I probably shouldn't even show y'all this. But this is what it looked like. Got my torque arm, onto the axle, got my anti-roll bar, my lower control arms on both sides, got a panhard bar in the back. All right, so as far as my shocks go, I got the Competition Engineering 3-way adjustable shocks. But the only thing with these shocks here is you actually have to have the shocks off the car to make your adjustments. You can't make the adjustment with it on the car. But this is what we got. These are the shocks. You can barely see them. And you're probably wondering why I have those chains on the axle. I have those chains, that way whenever the axle droop, it doesn't make my springs fall out. Because the axle will actually droop like, it probably has like 14 inches of separation in the back whenever I just let it hang. All right, so it's the next morning. It's 6:30. I'm about to fill it up with gear oil. I didn't put gear oil in it last night because I wanted the RTV to go ahead on and just dry and settle. There was no need for me to really rush to put gear oil in it because the last thing I wanted to do yesterday was leak, because if it would have leaked, I wouldn't have been able to take the car out today. I may or may not take it out on the street and drive it, probably put a couple miles on it, maybe even go fill it up with E85. I just want to make sure everything is doing like it's supposed to do before I get all the way out to Nahana and have a wasted trip, because it's like an hour and 30 minutes from my house. So that's the plan. I'm about to go ahead on and get started. This is going to be a 6:30 in the morning, E85 cold start. It's not cold outside, but as you see, there is mildew all over the window. This is how she fires up. E85 cold start now. No trickery. No trickery. this is gonna be technically the first drive. I'm in first gear. Only thing I did was pull out my driveway, and I can already tell the difference with the gear change. Like, watch how long my first gear is. I know y'all not in here with me, but y'all can just listen to it. Listen to how happy the car is. Right now, I'm probably going like 20 miles an hour. I'm still in first gear. Second gear, this thing gonna coast. Usually by now, I would have already been about to go to third. Especially going to this low speed in the neighborhood. I'm probably going like 30. Probably going like 30 miles an hour. And I'm in second gear, and it's not turning no RPM at all. No RPM. The rear ain't roaring. Well, maybe I'm not going fast enough. I don't want to talk too fast. I don't want to jump the gun. Put my seatbelts on just in case the authorities.
You don't want to get arrested, Dad.
Yeah, the authorities might be out here.
Yup. And they might take this car just for themselves.
Don't want that. That'd be bad.
Yeah, and then they might crash this thing.
All right, I'm gonna go on the road. Now I don't know how fast we're going. Up to 70, and at 70 miles per hour it was turning like 2,900 RPM. Now before I'd be going like 50 and it'd be turning right at 3,000 RPM. So I mean, at 2,900 RPM at 70 miles per hour, I think that's perfect for, like, if I did jump on the highway for a second, take a little short cruise, it'd be perfect for something like that. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy with this new gear setup. I'm just curious how she's going to perform at the racetrack. Here and spin a circle and go back to the house and check the transmission fluid again, and we'll be good. The rear end ain't whining. Before it used to be loud. You remember how loud it used to be when we used to ride?
It was crying. The car was crying.
Sounds like it was.
No, literally, it was crying whenever we were riding because it's been in there for so many years.
Yeah, it was crying because it wanted to get out.
Yeah. And then one day it just blew up because it was kind enough. It was done from crying.
Yeah, you look so pretty when you tell me that you love me.
Oh, she a thirsty girl too. Check me out. $30. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be too driver friendly. Fuel economy sucks. All right, guys, just gonna wrap it up. Took the car for a ride. Rode good, drove good, shifts good through all the gears. That gear change, I mean, it really made a night and day difference. It don't even feel like the same car anymore. I can't wait to see what it do at the track today. I'm gonna go ahead on and build me a new tune-up for it. Try to leave on a little bit more boost when we get to the track. By the time this video come out, I should have already been to the track, and either the car ran a PB or I don't know what's gonna happen. They got a list race in the Hunter Dragway today, and today is the first one, and I'm trying to enter. Actually, I entered last night. I might be a duck, but it's worth a try. That track isn't, well, from back in the day, it wasn't the best surface, but now, I mean, I think they've made it a nicer track now, and it's supposed to be a nice, tight track now, so we want to see. But I'm hoping that since the track has like a short shutdown, that it levels the playing field. I don't know, we'll see. Talking about a real street car versus, there's some cars in there that they can't drive it from here to the post office, 2 blocks away, you know, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just excited to have a wonderful day of racing. It's gonna probably be an all-day thing. I'm actually running behind schedule. Just looked over everything on the car. Everything health check seems to be good. About to load up and head up out of here. Golf cart's already ready. All I gotta do is just wipe the car down. Gotta wipe this bumper. We good. Anyway, stay tuned in this video. Make sure y'all give me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next upload. Really like winning on technicalities, but a win is a win. We all got to get down the same exact surface. And I don't know what happened to the car beside me, but Wolf Mero took a win. So right now, you want to know, we undefeated so far. So, woo! Hopefully I can get through the rest of the rounds. I at least want to get on the list.